Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the MMPR Imaginext Command Center. So I haven't done any Imaginext reviews in a while, but I've got a surprising amount of requests for them since my last one, which was a few years ago now. So I've decided I'm going to pick up a couple of the things that have caught my eye that have come out since my last Imaginext review, and we'll be reviewing them over the next few months depending on when I find them. Other than a few little random individual packs like these. This wasn't an individual pack, but they come with these. I actually haven't seen as many as I used to. Like, I've seen stuff like the White Tiger and Dragonzord around, but now that I'm looking for them, I can't find them. But anyway, I thought this was an interesting set, and I wanted to talk about a few things involving it. But anyway, it's kind of a basic play set, kind of like that giant Megazord I reviewed way back when was a playset as well. This is more just of a straight up playset, and I also picked it up because it reminded me of the old MMPR Command Center, which was an interesting thing, which I actually have. I might do a retro review on that if I can find it. It's somewhere in the crawl space in my parents' house. I'm not sure where, but if I find it, I'll do a retro review on it and maybe link it here in the future. But anyway, this comes with this giant Command Center piece. It's basically all one piece. You get two minifigures. You have Billy, which at first I was like, why Billy? And then I'm like, oh yeah, because he's in the Command Center the most. And it's this sort of little stylized figure, which is fine. They're honestly, you know, just fine looking if you like the stylized figure, and I think they actually look a little bit better than, oops, there's a little bit stiff here, but you get a little bit of articulation, and I think they look a little bit better than little minifigures that have been coming with the individual Legacy Zords, which are just like this has actually details on the helmet. It actually has details on the helmet, whereas the Legacy figures have like, they're like so blank, they look like micro machines or something. And then you get a little Alpha 5, obviously, which, you know, is an obvious choice. He seems a little more basic, like the main parts of the details here are there, but this paint here just looks so sloppy. It looks like someone was like, put it on the factory. I don't know why that was, it was a droid apparently from Star Wars making that, but I wished he looked a little bit better. The figures aren't the main draw of these for me, but it's just that it's something so simple, just make that look a little cleaner. But basically you have several features here. The main part that I like about this is like the Command Center proper area. You have a little viewing globe here, you see a picture of Goldar, and it's the Imaginext Goldar. This is the stand where Alpha stands. You got the console here, these little beam things, and then obviously there's Zordon himself, just being an absolute jerk. The only time it was ever okay was when he was Walter White, because that's Walter White. You don't question him. He is the one who morphs. Literally, he was the Red Ranger. But yeah, so you can see him sort of under there. It looks like his eyes are closed from the way that this angle plays, but they are open. But it's actually not that bad of looking. It's a little bit stylized. Like, it doesn't look exactly like the picture Zordon one that the Command Center had, but it's not bad, and I kind of like the flowy effect it has here. But yeah, and then on top, there's a little lightning bolt. But anyway, there's a little stand down here, which is used for more than just standing. And you put Alpha in there. And then, you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's wait for it. Are you? Hold on, I'll a little bit more, because you have to experience the full majesty. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. It's so bright in here, you can hardly tell what's happening. But it lights up. And Alpha falls over because he can't even handle the light show. He's watching the Porygon episode of Pokemon. He can't handle it. But the viewing globe will do that a little bit. And then that will light up there for Zordon. So that's actually kind of neat. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but I like that that lights up. I kind of wish there was a cool display like this where it was almost like a nightlight type thing, because I think it'd be a cool display to have an actual glowing thing there. But so that's kind of neat. I almost forgot that underneath here there is this little pad that folds out that, get out there, Alpha, has the little coins on there, which is kind of cool. And then over here is kind of the more traditional sort of play features stuff, like you put figures in here, and then you do like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So wait, we have two figures here. I'm like, for some reason, I'm like, I don't have another Ranger, we can't do it. So, I get to use the console. No, I get to use the console. Oh, now they're stuck like that. It's kind of amazing, actually. You guys are going to have to separate, because I have to show something else over here. They made up at the end. And then over here, there's this wall here, which is kind of neat. You can put all the weapons. It comes with his Tricera Lances. And, like, you see the outline of them are all along here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oops, I might have hit the microphone there. Sorry if there was a little noise. But there's, like, little outlines, and it shows you, like, where to put them if you have them from other things. There's another little stand up here above for Rangers you want to put up there. There's also a little one of those red stands on top that you can put Billy in, and you twist it, and that little gun thing pops out, and there's a little classic missile firing action. Let's fire it. There we go, you can hear it hit the floor back there. So that's kind of neat. I kind of like the way that that pops down. That's cool. The only other feature worth noting down here is this rock face, which kind of looks like French vanilla ice cream, if we're being honest. But back here, there's a little cage. I don't know, what is with, like, all these kids' playsets? They love, like, cages. But you can put, like, villains and stuff in there. So that's a thing. But overall, this is, like, kind of a neat-ish set. It's not something I would wholly recommend to collectors, but I thought it was interesting. I think it will be a lot of fun for kids. I think kids will get a kick out of all the different things that you can do with it. But, like, when I was looking at it, I was thinking, you know, this is neat. I think this is, like, the mainly for kids part. I mean, the whole thing is. But, I mean, if it didn't have this, I could totally see people picking this up and, like, customizing it into a neat command center display. So I think that's kind of cool. And I suppose you still could if you could find some way to separate them with, like, a toy saw or something. I don't know. But yeah, overall, this is kind of a neat pick for kids, but not really for collectors. But I think it was a neat attempt at a playset using the command center. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.